So welcome back to the Singapore Indoor Stadium, Indoor Arena here in Singapore. What a wonderful mixed doubles we've just seen. Following that mixed doubles, as you can see, just 3 courts in action. We had 4 courts in action earlier in the week, but down to just 3 courts for quarterfinals day. So our next match will be men's singles, and Sinisuka GINTING, the Asian Games bronze medalist, up against the Olympic gold medalist CHEN of China. After that we'll have women's singles, then we'll go to men's doubles, men's singles, and finish with another men's doubles as well. So plenty more action to come here in Singapore. So with the men's singles being the next match, a chance for us to look at the men's singles draw from quarter-final stage. 6 different nationalities, as you can see, 2 players from India, 2 from Indonesia, and 6 seeds. And the top 2 seeds, former and defending champions. Kento Momota was champion here 4 years ago, and Chao Tian-Chen, who's on court right now against Samir Verma. He won this title a year ago, but we're going to be concentrating on the 3rd quarter of that draw. GINTING, the number 7 seed, up against the number 4 seed, CHEN. So led out by the younger of the 2 men, the number 7 seed, Sinisuka GINTING. Young Indonesian that caused quite a stir last year with his performances around the world. 2 titles for him, including the China Super 1000 event. CHEN, of course, is already a megastar. He won the Olympic gold medal in Rio de Janeiro and has twice been world champion. And not just world champion, he's won 4 World Championship medals. Now, as you can see, this will be the 9th meeting between these 2 players, and that might surprise some people. Of the previous 8, Sinisuka GINTING has won 5 of them. But the last time they played was in the quarterfinal of the Malaysian Masters earlier this year, and it was CHEN who won in 2 straight games.
Okay.
So CHEN wins the toss of the coin and has chosen ends, and I can't believe any player would not choose ends in this arena, because as Morten has been saying earlier today, there is really quite a substantial drift. As we look at the court at the moment, the drift is going faster towards the far end of the court and from right to left. So it does make a big difference as far as the players are concerned. Players are often more used to just one way of drift. If it's a lengthways drift, they seem to be able to cope remarkably well, but when it's both length and sideways, it does tend to cause a few problems. Well, as far as GINTING is concerned, 2 titles last year, but for this man, CHEN, just the 1, and that was the French 750 event, lost in the final of the Asia Championships, where he had been defending champion. But already this year, the former world number 1 and 30-year-old from Jingzhou in Hubei province has been in 2 finals, including last week, where he lost to Lindan in 3 games. Anders Antonsen, who won the Indonesian Masters, was his opponent in the first round, just shy of the hour mark, that one. And then in the second round, the qualifier, Kashyap Parupalli. 3 games needed there, 1 hour and 11 minutes. So, a little bit of a contrast, really, for these 2 players, because CHEN been in finals this year.
Ready to play.
Whereas Anthony GINTING, no finals so far this year, but as I was telling you, not only won the China Super 1000 on his home event, the Indonesian Masters Super 500 during 2018. 22 years of age, from Cimahi, just west of Bandung in West Java. Down 1 place on the world ranking to number 9. And as you can see, both of his matches in 2 straight games. Wang Suwei and then the beaten finalist from the German 300 event, Kenta Nishimoto, in yesterday's second round match. So our court officials from Brazil and Wales. And let me quickly tell you, while we're looking at our
ladies and gentlemen,
that Ginting has been as high as 7 on the world ranking.
China. And on my left, Anthony Sinisuka GINTING, Indonesia. Chen Long to serve, love all, play.
So the reigning world champion nearest to us, getting this men's singles quarter-final underway. Oh, that's a lovely shot. And Morten, when I was talking about the head-to-heads 8 previous matches, 5 won by Anthony Ginting, and I said many people will be surprised about that, but I remember 2 weeks last year when he beat Chen Long in 2 consecutive weeks.
Yeah, he's got the game. Ginting has really got the game. He's very fast on his feet. He's got nice, beautiful technique. And when he is at his best, he can control the rallies so well. That means that he can inject power and pace like not a lot of players on the circuit can do. And of course, that can unsettle such a big man as Chen Long. He's a tall athlete. He's, what, 188, I think.
That's 6'2", yeah.
So, of course, Ginting can really turn and twist Chen Long, so it's not a big surprise as such.
Service over, 1, 2.
Yeah, that's a prime example of the drift, taking the shuttle long. And I noticed, Morten, that Chen Long...
He chose ends.
He chose ends, so he wants to start the bad end, presumably.
Yeah, but that's...
Because
it can only be for one reason, and one reason only. He thinks it's going to 3, and he thinks that he would prefer to stand on the good side as and when they had have a change at the mid-game interval.
Not only that, I would also argue that if you're playing with the drift, it's so difficult to control hitting to the back of the court that you tend to hit in a downward direction, which is harder work. If you're going to be attacking the whole time, and your opponent is really playing from mid-court forward and hardly doing any movement, then when you're fresh, you're more able to cope with that attacking play.
I agree with you on that as well. So there are 2 ways of looking at it.
It is.
And, but I still think that it can also generate more power in terms of Chen Long's attack when he's playing with the drift. So if the strategy was that he was maybe going out to all-out attack in the first game, see whether he could, you know, kind of get it under his belt. If not, then he still have a plan B to play.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. He's already hit at least 2 outright winning smashes down the Chen Long forehand side.
He's got such a nice, short, beautiful action, Ginting. You can really see how crisp he's hitting there.
6 straight points. Oh, look at that.
That's exactly what I tried to mention earlier. He's got very fast legs, good disguise in it, and it can unsettle such a big man as Chen Long. But it must be fair to say as well that Ginting has not played that well lately. In the last few months, he has not performed as I would probably have expected, and a lot of other people would have expected.
2 first-round losses. The All-England, that was the number 8 seed, and of course last week when he was the number 7 seed in Malaysia.
He hasn't played that
Yeah.
well
Over.
lately. But it's a good start here.
8.
Can't take that away from him, that's for sure.
No. Smashed down the forehand side of Chen Long once more.
Service over. 9.
Do you remember when we were commentating at the World Championships in Copenhagen in 2014? Morten?
Yes, yes,
And I had just returned from the Youth Olympic Games, and I said, I told you that there was this young Indonesian called Anthony Ginting who just won a bronze medal at those Youth Olympics.
I do
and I said,
remember that.
he's just like a little Taufik Hidayat.
Yes.
And you said, I can't wait to see him. Well, he hasn't disappointed, has he? He's great to watch.
He is, he's wonderful. Oh, that's
There's another one.
That's
That's another one.
Yeah, and isn't it amazing that Taufik and Ginting, I think they're coming from the same city, Bandung.
They certainly trained at the same club
Yeah.
when they were youngsters.
I think they're both from Bandung.
Yeah. Ginting, just west of Bandung in Cimahi.
That I can't say.
Yeah, well played.
Service over. 4-10.
Definitely after last week in Malaysia. Jonathan Christie seems a little bit more in vogue than Anthony Ginting at the moment, but you know, he keeps swapping and changing all the time, depends on, you know, your good days and bad days and so on.
Just long. Oh, it's challenge.
Over. 11.
Oh.
I don't think he did, but it looked like it, but I don't think he did. He was talking to his coaches.
Ah, right. Well, he was jolly lucky that the umpire didn't see him then.
Yes, otherwise it would have been a wasted one.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly not. So a 7-point advantage for the number 7 seed, Anthony Ginting. Just 6 minutes played. Chen Yu, coach has got the ice
31,
pack on the
20
back of the neck.
seconds. 31, 20 seconds.
Jean Schwanzer, the head coach. The other.
Actually, just touching a little bit on Ginting again. I think since December he played the World Tour finals, he did not perform well
11-4.
in December in Guangzhou as well. So I think the last 3 months or so has not been the best of his career so far. I think he lost in the group stages.
Another one goes down.
12-4.
But somehow Chen Long is definitely not using the drift to his advantage and
No.
really trying to play aggressive badminton and take control and see whether he can score good points. There's no doubt that Ginting, despite the fact that he was missing this one, he is in control. He is controlling the game.
Yeah.
He's got the initiative.
5-12.
Yeah. Just going back to your point about Jonathan Christie being more in form at the moment, since both players have been in the top 25 in the world, I think it's the first time ever Jonathan Christie has now gone ahead. Oof, fault called.
Too
Service
high.
fault called too high.
Service over.
Called on
13.
Chen Long.
5.
Above the 1.15 metre mark. Yeah, so Ginting's gone down 1 place to number 9, and Christie has gone up to number 8.
Yeah, swap places. 3 Indonesians, Tommy Sugiarto as well, at number 8, 9 and 10.
Service over. 6-13.
just wide.
Yeah, taken with that sideways drift.
Service over. 14.
This is only the 4th time that Chen Long has played the Singapore Open, which I found quite surprising, considering he's 30 years of age now and achieved so much in his time. He's never won the event. The best he's done so far is 1 quarter-final. Well, that was 3 years ago.
It's interesting you say that, because I also looked at Nozomi Okahara as I was commentating on in the first match. It's kind of the same pattern. The best she's done is a quarter-final, and that was back in 2015.
15-6.
So it's a little bit of the same pattern for quite a lot of the players.
One of the few events that Lin Dan's never won.
He's not going to win this year either.
No, he certainly is not. Retired when game point down in the first round against Victor Axelsen.
Service over. 7-15.
It's a good lift. Good rally. He's gradually playing himself back in, isn't he, Chen Long?
15.
It's a typical Chen Long style, I would say. Yes, he's sort of, you know, grinding his way in and just getting the points and getting into the match somehow. I don't think he will win this opening game, but I think that, of course, second game can be very, very different, because changing ends, it will suit his game,
Service over.
and
16.
he will be back into it, I think.
8.
It's well taken.
17-8.
Oh, goodness, he was ready to bounce, but it didn't go over.
18-8.
That's a wonderful reverse lie shot here by
19.
Anthony Ginting.
8.
It was really, once again, trying to have a look at it, how Chen Long is fault. See how his balance is a little bit backwards, and that's enough for that shot to land on the floor.
Oh, nice drop.
Yeah. I must say, at the moment, oh, that's well read. At the moment, I really feel that Anthony Ginting is toying with Chen Long.
Yeah.
I know Chen Long was getting that one, but man, he was under pressure.
Absolutely. Oh, he's
20.
a
Game
lovely,
point.
adventurous player to watch when he's on form like this, is Anthony Ginting. But who would have thought, after just 13 minutes, would be game point opportunities? A whole host of them. Well worked. And the opening game, 21-8 to the number 7 seed, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. My word, that was impressive from the young Indonesian. Yes, the final rally of the opening game, that delightful little block got Chen Long out of position, and then there was the real opportunity to go for the outright winner with the cross-court smash. But it was the work he'd done earlier in the rally that really made the difference. 14 minutes of opening game, 21 minutes. Indri Saputro, Indonesian coach. My goodness, he's done well as a coach, hasn't he? Bringing on a whole host of youngsters.
Yeah, he's been looking after quite a few. And he seems to enjoy a lot of respect from them.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite nice. He's appreciated all the hard work that's done.
Charles Van Zert, the coach in the blue tracksuit top.
Third one, 20 seconds. Third one, 20 seconds.
Well, he's certainly going to have to up his game here in the second game if he wants to get through to his first ever semi-final at this event. Of course, Anthony Ginting has already been in a semi-final. That was 2 years ago. Lost out to
Second game.
Kidambi Shrikant, who then lost in the final.
Love all. Play.
I think you put ham on the nail there. It's not enough that Chen Long is just, you know, swapping to the other side and playing against the drift. He's got to opt his game.
Yeah.
If he's not playing fast enough, I think Ginting will walk all over him. He's got to really move up in pace.
Good rally. Yeah. That was a delightful final smash from Ginting, because he had to take into account that that could have gone wide with the drift, but he compensated for it, threaded it down the line. I was hearing you talk in the women's doubles quarterfinal, Morten, about China's dominance in that discipline.
Yes.
But I was quite surprised when I was looking at doing my prep for this match we're watching now, that actually Indonesian players have won 3 of the last 6 men's singles titles here.
Yeah, that's quite a few.
Yeah.
It is.
And 3 different players at that.
Yeah.
Sugiarto, Simon Santoso, and Sonny Dwi Conchoro.
Yeah.
Another longer rally, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Tommy Sugiarto, he won it last year, didn't he?
No.
No?
CHN.
CHN won it last
Yeah.
year, that's right. That's right. He beat his compatriot from Chinese Taipei, that's true.
Su Jen Hao.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very, very well taken. Look how much height he gives that on the next shot, Ginting. Brings the shuttle up so that it comes down vertically.
And that means if you're not quick enough and you don't get it on top of the tape, you're lost.
Yeah.
That's it. But it's a risky shot to play.
Missed it.
Yeah.
But it maybe just shows his confidence.
But he is definitely banging for that forehand side of Chen Long in defense. This one here as well. He is going big time for it.
very clever. Towards the right hip of Chen Long.
It's over. 3,
And I think that's just
2.
about the first body attack of the match from him, isn't it?
It is. But not only that, it's actually slightly reversed the one he's playing, which is catching Chen Long as well, because normally when you go reverse, that will come to his backhand side. But this time it's actually still, despite this reverse, directed towards his right hip.
Yeah.
So it's once again one of these small details that you have to look out for.
It's over. 3-0.
Another body attack. Yeah. And it's the follow-up, isn't it, Morton, after that?
But it's because when you attack the body, I would say 99 out of 100 will be a block, just like what Chen Long is playing here, which means that you almost blindfolded can follow up, and is normally also a straight block. So again, once again, you know, when you play your shots, you place your shots in a proper manner, you really have a good chance of anticipation.
Yeah. Oh, there was hesitation there.
It's over. 4-0.
They're looking quite nervous, aren't they? Certainly Chen Yu sitting on the edge of his chair there.
Yeah. But not having Shi Yuqi in the draw, Lin Dan out. Of course, Chen Long against Ginting here with the head-to-head situation as well. You need to be concerned.
Yeah. Oh, no, that is very well left. So many badminton players, you know exactly when your opponent has hit the shuttle, whether it's going to go in or not.
Yeah.
And that, from the way he hit it, I thought was going in. And it is purely the sideways drift that took that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to be careful about that. That's a couple of errors at least
6.
on that smash down Chen Long's forehand side.
But maybe that's also the reason why he's opting for more body smashes now.
Yeah.
Quickly. Okay, thank you. Play.
Oh, that's delightful. That one has landed in.
Yeah, otherwise we would have seen a challenge straight away.
Yeah.
6-0.
Chen Long was standing just next to it. Yeah. Good call. That's what happens when the length of that lift is not long enough. Try to look at it.
Yeah, watch the feet of
Yeah.
Ginting.
See, it's around the first line.
Yeah, first the double service line there.
Yeah. And that comes from a Chen Long, who is usually playing with wonderful length on his shots. So it just shows that the pressure is really on from Ginting. But what a return of serve there.
Yeah.
That was very positive.
And that's what I feel he's not doing enough of. Chen Long isn't being positive enough. He's too reactive instead of proactive.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Good flick serve. Oh, that's well judged.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Takes courage.
Yeah.
Service over. 8-7.
Oh, good call, line judge. Ginting's winning, quite frankly, Morton, at every department of the game. He's winning at the nets. He's got more attacking play. I mean, he's at the moment. You said very early on, he's controlling it.
He's controlling it, and he's controlling due to the pace he's playing, the speed he's playing. And Chen Long have to start seeing whether he can upset that kind of rhythm and take more control and take more initiative. Go more on the attack and force mistakes from Ginting's defense. That's where the trick shot, the delay shots, the beautiful technique from Ginting comes into play.
Yeah.
He can opt to go for the flat one on the body. He can opt to go flat into the backhand corner, and then he's just blocking it in the last second, and you never know what's coming. So you have to wait.
Oh, a little bit of luck. And it means that Sinisuka GINTING has a 3-point advantage here in the second game, having already taken the first. What a good match he's playing at the moment. Attacking has Ginting, and his smash placement today. Well, look at all those red ones down the forehand side of his opponent. 54% unreturned smashes. That's incredible.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It's been, as you say, it's quite lethal.
I counted, I think, 9 red shuttles, which are ones that outright win or winners.
On the forehand side.
Well, no, they didn't have stalks. So they're outright winners. Chen Long didn't even get his racket to it. Because the stalk is how high above the ground that the defender gets their racket to the shuttle. Amazing.
Bob. Service over. 9-12.
trying to take more initiative in that rally.
He is trying. He is definitely trying, but he's just up against someone who's playing really well on the day. And as I say, has got very nice speed in his legs.
Yeah. There's another winner, and another winner straight down the Chen Long forehand side.
14-9.
Opened up a 5-point cushion now. Oh, this is very worrying for all Chen Long fans right now.
It's time for desperate moves, isn't it?
It is.
It's time for Chen Long to say, okay, whatever's going to happen, I might not win this one, but I have to try to find an answer. I have to do something really desperate. And I'm looking to see whether he's doing it. I, however, think it's not going to happen.
Why, Morten? Do you think it's simply that Ginting is playing too well today, or is it the accumulation of tiredness after reaching the final last week, an hour and 18 minutes in the final against Lindan? He's had 2 matches. He was on court for an hour and 11 minutes yesterday to beat Kashyap Parupalli. Is it just an accumulation of mental and physical fatigue?
No, no, I don't think so. I think, you know, to me, Chen Long is possibly the strongest physically player in the men's singles.
Okay.
But he's got to push himself harder, especially on the front court. If you notice how low, from low position, how he's playing his shot at the front of the court, he has to reach and get out there and get them earlier to add on the pressure on Ginting.
Yeah.
Possibly see if we get a few examples of it. But there are many chances where he can go earlier on the shot, but chooses to wait and play it from a low position.
Oh, that's a good backhand.
Yeah. String gone. String gone.
And he still managed to win the rally. Drops his racket to the ground. That won't be used again this match.
No.
After the restringers.
12.
How on earth did he control that?
Exactly. I was thinking the same. How on earth could he keep it in?
Yeah. With broken strings.
For all who have tried it knows how difficult it is.
Yeah. Well, there's only 2 points in it. This run of 3 straight points has actually put a different complexion on this second game. There's real belief now with Chen Long. Belief that he can come back, whereas at that
It's definitely possible.
5-point deficit, you sort of thought, my goodness, is he just going to fade away and Ginting just take absolute control?
Play.
But he's done well.
See, that's much better from Chen Long.
At the front.
At the front.
14.
Much better.
14.
Reaching out, taking it early. Then he's got the options.
And he generate the pace, and look at what happened.
Yeah.
Look what happened there.
Yeah.
The fast man can't get to it. Can't even get the racket to it.
Anything you can do. Oh, well, Chen Long's... he's challenging.
Yeah.
It was called in. But it was almost an identical shot that Chen Long had just played Ginting. And what a great challenge. What a good challenge. It was just long.
Correction, out.
So back level.
14-0.
Is that 5 points in a row?
That's 5 points in a row.
That's strong. That's really strong.
Points in a row. We are right about there's no accumulation of tiredness.
I was right about that.
Oh dear, service error.
Service over.
Oh, it was service faulted earlier.
15.
No, service error.
Oh.
But it is nice to see that Chen Long is really, you know, trying to opt his game, is what we discussed. Put some more pressure on it, more pace into it.
Nice net shot. And the lift was simply too short from Ginting. I think so afraid that he'd lift long. They're doing the opposite. This time Chen Long's feet as he played the overhead shot.
15.
Way inside that doubles line.
Service over. 16-0. Change.
All good. That's a lovely return.
Service over. 17-16.
Once again, a positive return, that's what we discussed.
Ginting absolutely taking his time. He's quite lucky he didn't get warned there.
Or definitely cautioned. No doubt he's trying to recoup. See if he can find an answer. And that's a nice answer if you look at it from his point of view.
Absolutely.
17-18.
That's much better from Chen Long at the front of the court. Look at that, very much earlier there.
Oh, the shot from Ginting. My goodness, that little slice clipping the shuttle down so quickly. Oh, that was a good rally. Look at that, just there was virtually no follow through with the racket. It was just clipping the racket head over the shuttle.
Yep, shows good technique, doesn't it?
Yeah. 18 all.
It's over. 19-18.
He was crouching down, looking to drive it back. That was clever from Ginting, because he saw that and then pushed it down his backhand side.
He created a good angle to it.
Yeah.
Because Chen Long was definitely ready for it.
19 all. So is it going to be a game point or a match point?
We will find out in about 25 seconds.
Yeah. It's going to be a match point because that has landed in. Chen Long could have played it. He thought it was going to go wide, and with the drift, it was brought back in. Misjudgment there. A match point opportunity for Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Gone long, and Anthony Ginting will tomorrow contest a second semi-final here at the Singapore Open. 2 years after the first time he reached the semi-final stage here. Well, what a great comeback by Chen Long in the second game. 6 straight points from 9-14 down. And I'm sure many people, myself including, were hoping that we were going to see a third and deciding game, but what a great result for this young man, Anthony Ginting. Thanks his coach, as always. This is the final rally. Lets it drop long.
But he thanked people in the right order.
Yes, and I like that with the young Indonesians. Thanks opponent first, because without an opponent you can't have that moment of victory. And victory it was. 21-8, 21-19 in a match lasting 42 minutes.